Hey, what's up? Happy Friday. Welcome back. So I'm gonna be reacting to FJ Outlaw, the definition. I put the notification on. He had a notification up saying that he was gonna release this week. Been running around with work, obviously, and I got in here and I wrote him earlier because when I was wanting to originally go to react to it, it had only been out for like maybe an hour, a few minutes or an hour roughly. And as a respect, I like to attempt to reach out to the artist and be like, hey, respectfully, I'd like to react to this song, but I don't want to take away from you. When's a good time to do it? And we talked back and forth and basically said, go for it. And I was like, man, that's really cool. It's a real dude right here. So, we've had him on the channel before. He reacted to it. So I just want to give a shout out to FJ Outlaw first off, and Mama Outlaw. She came by and left a comment. I thought it was really cool. Going through his Instagram and looking, learning more about him and all. I saw pictures of them together, and I was like, man, he respects his mom. I think that's really neat. And so props to mom for doing a great job with FJ Outlaw. Excited to get in this track. I'm dying to hear this. I've been wanting to get in here and react to this, so I'm gonna jump right into this and see how this goes. So hope y'all enjoy this reaction. If y'all got anything else that y'all like me to react to, please drop it in the comments down below. If you're new here, please subscribe. And I'll get into this. FJ Outlaw, the definition. I can already tell this is about to be some heat. This man's walking through a graveyard, looking dead faced at the camera. We'll figure out what this is the definition of.
I am the definition of insanity. Doing everything I did before, but I'm expecting I'ma get a different ending. Probably the problem inside every situation, and I know you really hate, I can't acknowledge or admit it. I know I've been a monster, people say that I'm a demon. I don't ever recognize the things I've done or why I didn't. Everybody says that I should work on doing better. How can I ever get better than my best? I'll never get it. And every night I sleep with ballerinas dancing all around my head, but I don't watch, instead I'm staring at my demons. I can't ever focus on the beauty in my life because I'm blinded by the trauma from my past, I can't delete it. I put inside a song that I was damaged and I needed me a nurse, but every time she tries to help I start receiving. I swear I got step-by-step instructions for $1 billion in the bank, but I'm too dumb to take the time to sit and read. Like how can I be so angry indefinitely, treating the world like they're yelling at me, when all that I wanted perpetually is compassion and love that they're selling? That how can I see the public admiring me when my brain overworks and it's tiring me? I trust in the Lord, but there's fire in me, and the anger inside is inspiring these thoughts. I feel like I'm blind and I'm feeling through life, but I can't find the power to see the keys in my hand as I sit in the seat. But I'm nervous to change and start balancing things. How many times have I laid down and cried about all of the chaos I found in the things? Honestly wonder if life would be under the stress if I wasn't around for these things. I tell you you're beautiful and you're amazing, and everything that you are doing is great. Crazy to think that the person who tells you these things has to fake every smile on his face. All of the weight on my shoulders has got to a point where I run, but I'm running in place. Honestly, it's to a point where I feel like inevitably I will probably break. Many of times I'm awake through the night because monsters are real in the form of a snake. Venom is hidden and covered with love, and you'll die never knowing the loving was fake. How many losses will everyone take? How many times we get slapped in the face? How many times will we block our own blessings by feeling like we're supposed to alter our faith?
Hold up. I did not hear a hook in that. Hold up. I'm about to do something different with this video here. I can tell you that right now, so get ready. Get ready, because this is about to be different. Look. So I let that ride for a reason. It's you ever find that artist that like you really connect with? Like I have a really, I see I see what he's saying perfectly. Like, he's describing things in his life that I feel like I've gone through as well, and I can connect with this. I like FJ Outlaw. Period. He said a lot in this video as far as like, you remember the speech where it was the winner's mentality speech is what I call it. The guy said, you got to put in the work. Losers put in a little bit of work and feel like they're winning. Winners consistently work and still feel like they're losing, so they stay working. And he's talking about that in this. Like, the emotions he felt, the things he goes through. He's got his mind racing all the time. Like, I understand what he's saying. So look, with the mind racing, and I'm about to talk for a little bit, and I'm gonna get back into this video and kind of break it down some more, which is the different thing that I'm gonna do I've never done before. So this is gonna be an interesting video. If you enjoyed the reaction, you know, like, leave, subscribe, everything. But I'm gonna get into this a little deeper. So just a heads up as a courtesy. The mind racing part I really related to, because like, I'm retiring from the military soon. I'm constantly working on documents and paperwork and packing and trying to prep packing and cleaning and getting rid of stuff. But I'm trying to get to YouTube videos and keep this thing going and record music and connect with people and talk and do cover work or graphics and for myself and the artists that I mess with and things like that. And I feel like I always have to work, and it's good because it keeps me active. And, you know, like I said, the paperwork here in about 2 weeks, if you've ever been in the military, you know what you're looking at right now. This is my trip to the VSO here soon. So that's gonna be a heck of a trip. But you know, he's gone through a lot with his music. And I relate to that, because when you're first coming up, you have a bunch of your buddies, friends of friends, and just constantly trying to mess with you. And if you've got something special, it's noticed, and you feel like you're constantly having to please everyone. It's hard to say no. And I was always told, you know, you want to find out who your real friends are, say no one time. That's pretty deep. And, you know, I backed off doing music because, you know, I went to be a drill sergeant and things like that, and I wanted to be professional for my guys and so on and so forth. And it was a decision I made, but, you know, now coming back into it, about to get out of the military, it's always been a passion of mine, always. You know, you feel like there's snakes, people attack you, or, you know, oh, he stopped doing music, so he's dissing me and doesn't want to do this or whatever. They get caught up in their feelings. But, you know, I'm gonna kind of break down what he's saying, because like, your mind's constantly racing all the time. You feel like, how can I improve this? How can I do better at that? And I had this like bucket mentality where I was trying to be the one that got out. You know, I was like, how can I? You know, I started learning, and, you know, if you're going to do music, it's work at the end of the day. Don't just do work, make some PowerPoint graphic and give it away to your friends for free. Like, you know, everybody does it for the love of music, of course, but at some point it crosses that threshold. Like, I want to get it further out there. How can I get it out to the masses? How can I do better? How can I be better at video? How can I be better at my graphics? How can I be better at, and it's just watching videos, reading, learning, talking, you know. And I tried to expand my knowledge, expand all of that, and that's that constant work ethic again. But then you have that, he's saying, you know, the people don't understand that I'm blinded. Like, you look at a guy that's smiling, and I'm really pissed off all the time, you know. And it's, you know, everybody goes through their own situations in life. But I'm gonna get back into this because I want to go through this one more time. I think that this is a great track. I think anybody sleeping on this needs to, you know, share this video with your friends and let them know, like, hey, check this dude out, because this is a great track. And I'm gonna break this down some more. Just one good time. I had to let that ride though, but you notice he just went off that whole time, no hook, just the whole time. This is a great track. This is one of those that makes you feel something. I feel this. I connect with this dude.
I am the definition of insanity.
I love that about with writing music and some of the southern rap stuff and all. You got to emphasize certain words a certain way to give it a certain style. And the way he said, "I am the definition of insanity," so that's the definition. And he come in with that. He's got that deep grungy style voice, and he come in with that. I am the definition of insanity. Like the way he does his voice, like is dope. I love that. But the way he said he said ha, and it gives you a different vibe to it, you know.
I am the definition of insanity. Doing everything I did before, but I'm expecting I'ma get a different ending. Probably the problem inside every situation, and I know you really hate, I can't acknowledge or admit it. I know I've been the...
He's saying he's probably the problem in every situation, but he can't acknowledge your opinion. Right? He's the definition of insanity. He's stuck in his own ways. He's consistently trying to please everyone, but he can't please himself, and he's angry at himself, so he blocks out some stuff. And it's not to be a negative person towards someone. It's just it's the way he is.
Of insanity, doing everything I did before, but I'm expecting I'ma get a different ending. Probably the problem inside every situation, and I know you really hate, I can't acknowledge or admit it. I know I've been the monster, people say that I'm a demon. I don't ever recognize the things I've done or why I didn't.
I don't recognize the things I've done or why I did it. People say that I'm a demon. I feel like that sometimes. I'm like, man, there's things about my own life that I don't want people or my kids to find out because, you know, it's something I live with and had to deal with, and I'm going through myself.
I know I've been the monster, people say that I'm a demon. I don't ever recognize the things I've done or why I didn't. Everybody says that I should work on doing better. How can I ever get better than my best? I'll never get. And every night I sleep with ballerinas dancing all around my head, but I don't watch, instead I'm staring at my demons. I can't ever focus on the beauty.
There's the beauty in his head of the happiness that he wants, but they can't focus on the demons because he's got a good and a bad side, like we talked about. You know, there's something I've always thought is like, what's more scary in this world? A good person who wants to do bad or a bad person who's trying to do good? Think about that with this.
In my life because I'm blinded by the trauma from my past, I can't delete it. I put inside a song that I was damaged and I needed me a nurse, but every time she tries to help I start receiving. I swear I got step-by-step instructions for $1 billion in the bank, but I'm too dumb to take the time to sit and read. Like,
that's what I'm talking about right here. He's got the plan to make it work, but he's so focused and scatterbrained on trying to fix and do and want to do this one thing, but he starts thinking about 10 more other things, but trying to please others at the same time, and he just struggles with so much to focus, you know?
I put inside a song that I was damaged and I needed me a nurse, but every time she tries to help I start receiving. I swear I got step-by-step instructions for $1 billion in the bank, but I'm too dumb to take the time to sit and read. Like, how can I be so angry indefinitely, treating the world like they're yelling at me?
This man's talking. I could go in there and grab my pills right now of things I deal with, just to prove it. But he's dealing with problems in his head all the time, to the point he's just angry as hell all the time.
Can I be so angry indefinitely, treating the world like they're yelling at me?
Yeah, he's always going off on people for no reason, or he's always calling out BS for no reason.
Can I be so angry indefinitely, treating the world like they're yelling at me, when all that I wanted perpetually is compassion and love that they're selling? That how can I see the public admiring me when my brain overworks and it's tiring me? I trust in the Lord, but there's fire in me, and the anger inside is inspiring these.
He wants to trust in the Lord, but there's fire in him. He's struggling to deal with his own personal pain. You know, it's one thing to let go of the pain, but getting the pain to let go of you, you know, it's hard, and it's something you got to struggle with and learn to live with, yet try to live a normal life. He's like, how are these people going to accept me if this is the way I am all the time? You know, I'm just going to keep being me, and this is why people like myself, or maybe even you, relate to FJ Outlaw, you know?
I I trust in the Lord, but there's fire in me, and the anger inside is inspiring these thoughts. I feel like I'm blind and I'm feeling through life, but I can't find the power to see the keys in my hand as I sit in the seat. But I'm nervous to change and start balancing things. How many times have I laid down and cried about all of the chaos I found in the things? Honestly wonder if life would be under the stress if I wasn't around for these things. I tell you, you're beautiful and you're
He said, would I be under this much stress if I didn't bottle it up on the shelf and I wasn't around for it? You know what he's talking about. If he wasn't around for it, he wouldn't have to deal with it.
Would be under the stress if I wasn't around for these things. I tell you, you're beautiful and you're amazing, and everything that you are doing is great. Crazy to think that the person who tells you these things has to fake every smile on his face.
Right there. Right there. Listen to that.
I tell you, you're beautiful and you're amazing, and everything that you are doing is great. Crazy to think that the person who tells you these things has to fake every smile on his face. All of the weight on my shoulders has got to a point where I run, but I'm running in place. Honestly, it's to a point where I feel like inevitably I will probably break. Many of times I'm awake through the night because monsters are real in the form of a snake. Venom is hidden and covered with love, and you'll die never knowing the loving was fake. How many losses will everyone take? How many times we get slapped in the face? How many times will we block our own blessings by feeling like we're supposed to alter our faith?
You hear that sound? How many times will we blind our blessings when we're altering our fate? When he says altering, and when he's talking about that, you can hear the vocals like hopping in the background, and they're off of the actual. It's hopping. It's altering itself.
How many times will we block our own blessings by feeling like we're supposed to alter our faith?
Him putting out the candles is just signifying like either he's coming close to the end, or he's finally closing out on those thoughts, you know. But look, I like this dude a lot. I said in the last video I'd seen FJ Outlaw. I'd heard about him before, but I didn't remember reacting to a song or listening to a song before, and I hadn't. Don't know why, but you know, I've explained that in other videos. You know, certain songs cross your path at certain times for a certain point in your life and reason. Regardless, he's here now. We got FJ Outlaw, and he's gonna stay. I got a lot of respect for artists who show the respect to like the reacting community and reach out and just a simple comment. You know, I've reacted to Jam Wayne before, and he commented, and we've talked back and forth through email, and you know, I posted this, and now he's talking with me on Instagram. You know, I like to drop videos later as a respect to the, you know, respectfully smaller artists and things like that. You know, I'm pretty sure if I write, like, for example, if I write Eminem, I don't know if he, you know, respond to me, right? So I think we all know the answer to that, but I'm just saying, like, it's more of a respect thing. I don't want to, you know, FJ Outlaw released a video, boom, I'm gonna go react to it right away, and maybe those people who could have went to his video and he got his monetization and all that, you know, it's just a respect thing. That's all it is. But anyway, this is a great track. I really like FJ Outlaw. There's few artists that I can really connect with and be like, man, I feel like he's telling my story, and that's what music's supposed to make you feel. But look, FJ, brother, you are a one of a kind. I think you're great. I'm gonna have you back on this channel again, of course. Mama Outlaw, thank you for coming by if you're here, but stopping by at the last video. That made my day, I ain't gonna lie. And I thought that was really cool. But you know, I'm a big fan. I'll be moving to Florida once I get out of the military. I think I'm gonna be in Fort Myers, and I saw you were from Florida, somewhere in Florida, so that'd be cool if maybe one day we connect or something. But I'd love to get you on here for an interview, man. Like, there's few artists that I would actually love to sit down and have a conversation with, but you are definitely one of those. I got a lot of questions for you, and I just hope you keep going. I just hope y'all enjoy the reaction. A little different having it, you know, in the beginning you get the reaction, but in the end kind of break it down a little more and talk about it. I haven't done that before, but I just really connect with this song. I think it's really dope. But, you know, I hope y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. Enjoy your time. Go check out some more of this artist. He's got some great tracks on there, I'm sure. I don't want to go check all of them out right away, but I'm going to check some older stuff out probably because I want to react to him again. But FJ Outlaw, you know, hit me up if you need a reaction or anything ever. And for the rest of you, have a great weekend. I hope you enjoyed this, and I love you guys. Y'all be good.